given he was played on his favoured left side this evening. And Raskan will come off, and that, I guess, allows the two players who have arguably been Rangers' best this evening to get the ovation.
Yeah, I mean, I think two of the standout players today, Gassama played in his favour. Of course, you spoke about there, but Nico Raskin he's become a better player. Actually, nobody being in the team. Just by him not being on the pitch has elevated his status. And he's real favour to these Rangers fans, but he's been excellent today, the wee man.
A handshake and a hug from his manager there, publicly showing that relations are all good, and Raskan, who got the first goal, has sparked a Rangers recovery this evening after that sequence of poor results. No goals either. 2-0 up, 2.5 in the 90 to play. I think there'll be obviously 3 or 4 added on at the end as the ball comes into the Rangers box from the right, headed away by Rami. Nods it clear. Here's Barron now looking for Chermiti. He's got in behind the defence here. Chermiti, he's one-on-one with the keeper. Chance for his first goal, saved by the right boot of Salinger. And how he would have wanted that to find the net there. Chermiti, whose lack of goals has been well documented upon his arrival at Rangers. That's a huge opportunity, so the whites of the keeper's eyes. It's a good bit of goalkeeping by Salinger, and it stays 2-0 Rangers.
Yeah, he obviously goes through. Chermiti's a great find from Conor Barron. His eyes must have lit up when he seen that, but Salinger, listen, he gets his foot down there, stops it, he goes across the goalkeeper.
It's actually not a bad strike,
I know.
He catches it quite clean to go across Salinger, but the big fella just managed to keep it out of the net. But yeah, he's shown there that he's got a ton of pace. He just needs to show here at Rangers that he knows where the back of the net is.
Grant Hanley out to the right-hand side for Chris Cadden. Barlaser with a long ping ball looking for Hoylett. It catches in the wind. It's headed away by Tavernier. Bayrami finds Ant-Man, who finds Barron. Back to Ant-Man, just outside his own box. Rolls it back to Suter. He squares it to Cornelius. Short ball to his left for Meghoma. And up the line for Curtis. He goes back to Butland. Butland short ball to Barron. We're in the 90th minute here. Rangers 2, Hibs 0. Out to Bayrami on this near side. Now Ant-Man. Bayrami goes in the overlap. Ant-Man stepping in field. In a central position now. He rolls it with the right foot to the left for Meghoma. And out to Curtis on the touchline. Faced by Chris Cadden. A step over from Curtis. Turns it back down the line to Meghoma. And infield to Osgaard. Then onto the halfway line for Cornelius, who's happy just to roll the ball under his feet several times, doing a bit of a Michael Jackson moonwalk back towards his own box. And then it comes to Jack Butland, to Tavernier, to Barron, and then out to Bayrami. 4 minutes confirmed, and we're into the first of them. Bayrami rolling it wide right for Ant-Man at the right angle of the box. Using Bayrami in the underlap. He's inside the area, faced by Bushiri. He defends it well on this occasion. Those two late first half goals have absolutely done Hibs in this evening, Scott.
Yeah, no question. I think Rangers have come out second half, though. To be fair, they've maintained their level. They've managed to kind of boss the game as such. I think Conor Barron, by the way, just on the ball, he's come on, he's been excellent. He's done every decision he's made, whether it's been 1 touch, 2 touch, to play forward. From the Hibs point of view, very disappointing tonight. I think they've...
Oh, brilliant run from Ant-Man. Can he finish? Not quite. It's not far off. Wonderful dancing run by the Finn. He beat 3 or 4 Hibs defenders. Tried to side foot it into the bottom left corner. It's just wide of the left-hand post. It stays Rangers 2, Hibs 0 into the second of 4 minutes of stoppages.
That was good. I mean, nice and direct, cutting inside, little nutmeg on Bashiri, and a really composed left foot finish. Thought it was going to find the far post there, but just that's what you're looking for your new players, just to show little sparks, bravery, directness in the final third to go and make something happen. Don't turn back and ask someone else to do it, you do it.
I think in terms of this Rangers performance, a lot of it is down to Nico Raskin having that bravery and that talk about leadership. Just the urgency he had in his play in the first half. He was the one guy that was driving that, and then obviously he comes up with the goal and then the assist. And since then, you can tell the Rangers players are playing with a lot more freedom.
Milotnikov wide on the right, blocked by Mike Roma. He goes out for a throw-in off the Hibs man last, because that's gone Rangers' way on the far side. So Rangers will be going through to the semi-finals yet again. They look to get into a fourth successive League Cup final. They will join Motherwell and St Mirren in the last four after Wells' 1-0 win in Aberdeen earlier today. Partick Thistle take on the holders Celtic tomorrow for a first win over Celtic in 3 decades. First League Cup win over them since they beat them in the final in the early 70s. Nicky Cadden for Hibs, and that sums up their evening as he slices it well wide across. And we know the quality that Nicky Cadden possesses. We weren't able to see it on that occasion, and that's where Hibs have been tonight, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was a lovely little set from Junior Hoylett there. Nicky Cadden on the overlap in his favourite position. Again, as you said, just that quality. Hibs just haven't quite had it tonight. They've been loose at times and ultimately haven't defended well enough. You look at the 2 goals they conceded, not defended well enough. David Gray will be really frustrated, that especially off the back of the league performance in terms of goals conceded against Dundee United last week.
Goma goes down, no foul. Rangers fans not happy, but they will be very happy in about 40 odd seconds time, because that's when the final whistle will be going. We'll officially send them through. Here is Cadden from Bushiri, infield to Hoylett, midway inside the Rangers half. Under pressure from Bayrami to Cadden on the left, back it comes. Barlaser, loose one. Curtis is onto it. Curtis driving forward, up against Grant Hanley. Hibs funneling back, but it's Curtis at the edge of the box, goes for goal, and the keeper holds on. And it stays Rangers 2, Hibs 0.
Yeah, good positive play from Finlay Curtis. I just think he's got to lift his head there. He drives, lift his head. He'd have seen the options he had and the inside of him. Chalmiti made a great run. He'd have been able to get a shot away. The final whistle goes.
And it sends Rangers into the semi-finals of the League Cup. The first half goals late in the first half. Raskin's header and Miovski's tap-in have relieved some of the pressure on manager Russell Martin, who had to face the wrath of the Rangers supporters before a ball was kicked this evening. Protests outside on Edmiston Drive, outside the main stand here, against he and the chief executive. But those goals, which broke Hibs right at the end of the first half, have taken them through to the last 4. They could have had more in the second half. Ant-Man Moore going close. Miovski 2. There was the one off the line from Grant Hanley to deny the North Macedonian a second after he opened his Rangers account in the first half. This all came after Martin Boyle seemingly put Hibs 1-0 up themselves. It was ruled out after a VAR check for a handball by the Hibs number 10. So often the scourge of Rangers. They were let off the hook on that occasion.